dealing with nasal congestion and nasal breathing. So I'm totally a card-carrying member of the Allergy Society in that for a long time in my life I've dealt with allergies, nasal congestion, and a lot of that comes from being a habitual mouth breather for probably about 40 years of my life. But since I've been nasal breathing, that stuff has improved significantly. So the thing with nasal breathing is that the more you nasal breathe, the clearer your nose will get. The nose will clear itself. The more you nasal breathe, the better that congestion will get. If you have any structural issues inside your nose, things like nasal polyps, deviated septums, those sorts of things, or chronic inflammation, you may need to see a specialist to get that looked at. So that there may be some things that you need to do in that regard. But you can also deal with those things in other ways by focusing on nasal breathing for the most part. If you mouth breathe at night, try taping your mouth with paper tape at night to ensure that you breathe through your nose. You can use saline solutions that you either use a nasal cleaning device that you just squirt a little bit of saline solution up your nose, or you can put it in your hand and snort it, or you can use a neti pot. And those are really good for cleaning the nose out and also helping to reduce some inflammation. There are dietary factors that can come into play as well that cause that inflammation and excess congestion in the nasal passages too. So you want to have a look at your diet. But these things can improve. It just takes time. It takes addressing the issues and not avoiding it. The more you breathe through your mouth, the more your nose will get congested. There's a thing called the nose blocking exercise. If you check out the Oxygen Advantage from Patrick McEwen, or Buteyko, the Buteyko method, they have a thing called the nose unblocking exercise, which just involves small breath in, small breath out, pinch and hold the nose. You can walk, you can nod your head up and down until you get a strong hunger for air. Release the nose, breathe in. As you release that nose, that's going to help clear the nasal passages because of the nitric oxide release from your sinuses, and that's going to help open up your airways. You rinse and repeat that maybe 5 to 10 times and you'll notice that your nose slowly unblocks. So there's a bunch of things you can do to deal with nasal congestion. Carry a hanky or some tissues when you're training in nasal breathing, or do the old snot rocket if you're in an environment where you can do that. Don't do it while you run on the treadmill at the gym, not very nice. But yeah, the bottom line is there are a bunch of things you can use to deal with that nasal congestion. Find some stuff that works for you and put it into play.